How's it going? David from Comic Book Investments. So, it's time to do my weekly video, stuff that I got back from CGC or just stuff that I'm listing in general. As always, this stuff is on our website, collectorscomics.com, where you can look at it more in depth if you want and buy some if you want. But also, kind of big announcement. I've been promising this for a while, just, things happen. Takes a while to build things on our website because we have other higher priorities. But long ago, I used to tell people to, if you ever buy anything off eBay, to use my link down below in every description of every video. Usually it'll say something like eBay affiliate link or something like that. And you just click that link, whatever you're buying. You can buy comic books, you can buy toilet paper, you can buy an airplane. Whatever you're buying on eBay, you use my link. That basically helps me out, gives me a little extra money. I said, well, what should I do with that extra money? Well, I decided to buy, a car painted in gold. No, I'm just joking. I decided that I'm going to use some of that money to get giveaways. And so we have this book right here for a giveaway. Now, it was really disturbing when I would do giveaways on my site before because I would just say, leave a comment below on YouTube. The problem with that is there's a million bots, and it really made me disheartened to know that some people out there got scammed. Because what these bots do, and I made a video about it, and I'm sure you've seen it before, is they'll take my profile picture, and then my name's Comic Book Investments. It might be Comic Book Invest, or Comic Book Investments with 2 S's, or something like that, or 2, or and it looks like me, and it'll tell people like, hey, you won. Click this link or go here or something like that. And then it scams people. And that was really annoying. I got so many emails of people, saying like, hey, is this really you? Hey, I got scammed or this, something like that. So I'm, not going to do it like that anymore. I built it out on my website. So if you go over to collectorscomics.com, if you're there for maybe 5 or 10 seconds, you should get a pop-up and it'll say enter in this giveaway and I'll have this book right here. Or you can just scroll down to the very bottom and you can click, the giveaway button, and then it'll bring you to a page that's this. And all you have to do in order to get this, be entered in this giveaway, is you got to be signed up to our website. So if you aren't already, you got to do that. And then just subscribe to my YouTube channel and subscribe over to my business's Instagram account, if you're not already following our Instagram. But yeah. That's all you really have to do. Just those simple little things, and you can be entered in the giveaway. And then once you do that once, every giveaway that we have, you just hit the enter button. And then all that does is it takes your email. So make sure you sign up with the correct email. It takes your email, puts it into a file, and then we randomly select one in the given time period, and then we'll email you. So make sure you put in the right email. But this book is up. It's Amazing Spider-Man 252 in a 9.2 newsstand edition. So yeah, hopefully I'll be doing more of these in the future, and I won't have to do them on YouTube where everyone will get scammed with a bunch of bots. So yeah, now you just have to head over to collectorscomics.com, and my link to my website's always down below. But head over for this giveaway. I'll advertise this giveaway more often. We also have an auction coming up, things like that. But that's all you got to do to be entered to win this giveaway. Yeah. So I'm hoping this is a lot better and people don't get tons and tons of bots scamming them and things like that. So hopefully this system will work much, much better. But yeah, okay, on to what I got back from CGC. Got a couple really, really cool things I've never had before. Got some double covers, triple covers. I've gotten double covers, here and there. But triple covers, not that often. Only once in a while. I had that triple cover of that first Doomsday. That was cool. But anyways, so got a bunch of stuff. Let's see what I got. Detective 17. Yes, that's pretty good. An Avengers 1. What else do I got in here? I guess you just have to wait and see. But tons of good stuff. So I'll start with this one. I don't know why this one is first. So this is a double cover. I thought I was hoping to get a 9.0. Ended up getting 8.5. And it is listed for $5.99. Now, kind of hard to get not only this in a double cover to begin with, but then something this aged and this nice. So cool there. This book might look familiar. I did a video on it. Came back, but it got destroyed by CGC's packing. They packed it so terribly. I also have another complaint with CGC. Ugh. But anyways, so they packed all these books in a big box, and then they just put this on top. Just on top. What do you think is going to happen? Do you think FedEx and UPS and all that kind of stuff, they handle everything with really carefully? No, they throw it. And then, it got cracked into a billion pieces. And so I just returned it. They took care of it though. That's good on CGC. They send me a label and everything's free. I don't have to pay for anything, but it just took some time. Anyways, it's a 2.0, $15.99. There we go. This one is cool. This one is also returned from CGC because the numbskull's over there. So this is a Superman Wedding album number 1. Now this is not just a regular edition. This is actually the retailer, it's RRP edition, but it's basically like a retailer's incentive for, this came out in 96. Anyways, they only made 250 of these. It's basically, it's a limited edition to only 250 copies. So they're all going to get the green label. The reason why they have the green label is because it has an unverified signature, which is so dumb. I hate how CGC does this. Now I get it. They're not there to verify it, so they gave it if they're there to verify it, they give it a gold or yellow label. The reason why they do that is because it boosts the price of the yellow one. They can't have them getting a different label. CGC didn't exist. This is 96. They didn't exist. There's no way they could have ever given this a yellow label. But they give it green. They should just give it blue, because the problem with green is a lot of people, they associate green with kind of bad. Like there's something wrong with it. Like if you had a bunch of holes punched through this, like you put it in a 3-ring binder, then it would get a green label. Or if you have some massive, sometimes even if the staples are detached, they give it a green label. So and also if a page is missing, they'll give it a green label. So a lot of people associate green label, not as bad as restored, but they still associate it bad. So when you see something like this, oh, it's green label. But a lot of people know it's all of these will be green label because all these are signed on the back, 1 of 250. This one's number 237 of 250. So it's always going to be green label. And then people just kind of look at it bad. Or if you have Todd McFarlane sign a Spider-Man 300, but CGC wasn't there to see it, or they did it before CGC existed, it gets a green label. And it's just so annoying. They should just give it a blue label and just say signature on book, which they sometimes do, sometimes don't. And, be done with that. This is super annoying. But anyways, the reason why I had to turn this back, because they gave it a conserved label. And I'm like, it's not conserved. Why would you give that label? Oh, we made a mistake. So I sent it back in. They gave it the proper label, which I still think is dumb. But anyways, $7.99. All right, this is the first appearance of Peanuts, tied with Tip Top Comics 137. Although I think Tip Top Comics 137 is more desired, I think. I've had both of them. I can't remember the price of the sell for. I think Tip Top Comics is more rare. I've had multiple copies of this. Anyways, if you don't know who the Peanuts are, it's Charlie Brown. I got Apple Plus, so we could watch Blackbird, it's a TV show, and the Tetris movie. And I'll cancel it though. I have it for a month. But it comes with the Peanuts. And so I've been watching the Peanuts. And my wife apparently hates the Peanuts. Found that weird. She's like, turn it off. I'm like, what? Why? She's like, I don't like the Peanuts. I find them annoying. I'm like, the Peanuts? Wait, they have Snoopy and Charlie Brown. I find it's not bad. I mean, I didn't really grow up with them. I grew up in terms of we watched the Charlie Brown's Christmas probably maybe every other year we'd watch it. We watched it quite often, but that's the only one. There's all these other ones I've never seen before. But it's weird. I don't know how she could hate him. I thought it'd be 1.0, got on 1.5, $7.99, but it doesn't really help. We got Spider-Man number 4. First Sandman. That'd be 4-0, got a 5-0, 22.99. Here we go. Got an Avengers number 1. And a 2-0. Came back greater wanted, 22.49. Here we go. First appearance of Team Brigade and the Metal Master. People sometimes say that this is like a Magneto prototype. I've heard that before, but I don't think so. Hulk 6 and a 5-5. Thought it'd be a 6-0. 15.59. Like a 5-5 seems like, oh, that's kind of low. But for those old Hulks, it's actually quite high. Not quite high, but it would be like equivalent of like, you know, maybe like a 6-5, maybe even a 7-0 in another book. They're just harder to get. Invincible number 1 came back 9-8. So good there. I don't know if I made a video on this, but one of my old spec videos that I did probably, I don't know, 2022, 2021, whenever it was, I bought up a bunch of these. I think I talked about it, but I bought up a bunch of Invincible number 1s. Like obviously it peaked, late 2021, 2022, but I had bought them for a while. I think I had like 6 or 7, maybe even 8 Invincible number 1s that I all sent to get graded. I had them, been buying them for a while, just here and there. Or I'd get like a collection that had like 1 through, 150, and I just pull out the number 1, sell the rest. And I ended up getting 3 9/8s. Got a couple 9/6s, 9/4s, 9/0s, 8/5 or something. But I ended up getting 3 9/8s out of all the ones that I held back. So I got one that's up now. It's signed, so it has a green label. But then this one, and then another one, but I'm holding back that one. So, but this is the last of them, or at least that I'm aware of. Anyways, 3,549. First Doctor Strange. What grade is this? A 1-5. 1449, or 1,449. All right, and here we got is triple cover. This one, first cover 8.5, not good. Interior 9.6, second interior 9.6, but triple cover. And if you don't know how the covers work, they go for the highest grade one. So if your outer cover is like a 2.0, but your inner cover is like a 9.8, it goes for the 9.8. So interesting how that works. I was hoping for the 9.8, but not. 499. We got Buster Crab. I don't know if I'm saying that name right. Crabby. I think it's Crab. But this is a Frank Frazetta cover. I like Frank Frazetta. I think he's a fantastic artist. Yeah, so people love Frank Frazetta. I think the number one most expensive comic art ever sold was a Frank Frazetta painting that he did for some horror magazine. So not even like a superhero or anything. $4.99. Here we go. I love this guy's artwork. This is like, he's up there with probably one of my favorite artists. It's just so weird. It's just so creepy and weird. I love this. Like every time I see this book, I'm so happy, or see his artwork. Maybe the thing is the reason why I like it so much is because it's rare. Not only is it's a golden age, but he didn't work for a Marvel or DC, so you didn't see his art everywhere. So like when I do see it, it's just rare to come by, and when I do, I just like it. It's just so creepy, and I don't know. I really like it. It looks simple. Like there's just something. I explained this my last time I did this video. It says there's something about like the golden age and the art style. This has this, I don't know, this feeling about it that even if they drew this exact same figures now, which it's very simple art and many people could, it just wouldn't have the same appeal to it. Anyways, this is Chilling Tales 15 by Matt Fox. I love this artwork, and I'm not alone, because the crazy thing is 1,899. So a lot of people like this. I'm assuming there's a lot of people that like his art as well, or it wouldn't be, for a 1.8, $1,900. It's so creepy looking, in like this weird, creepy way that you couldn't get now with modern art, like artists. Like, even if they literally drew it line by line the exact same, there's just something about it. I don't know. I'm not, it's funny. So I took an art appreciation class in college, and the artist loved me. I don't know why. She always loved my insight, and I actually liked the class. And she begged me to take her more advanced classes, but I was like, honestly, I'm just doing this for an elective. And it was funny, me and my brother, Thomas, we both took the exact same class. I got an A, he got a D, and it was so funny. The teacher would always come up to me and goes like, David, like, you're so good at this. You need to help your brother. My brother didn't even care about the class. Like, I didn't really care that much either. I just, I liked it. This is all we did. Literally every day. We'd come in, you turn off the lights, put it on the projector. I mean, this is a long time ago. Put it on a projector and put it on the screen there. Like, now they probably just have it on like a TV, and you stream it from your laptop. But we pulled down the projector, and they would just show art from different time periods, whatever period we're going through. And the teacher would talk about it, and we would give our insight about it, and they'd tell us more about it. Some of the stuff that we did, we'd go to like museums, and we'd find a painting, and then we'd kind of sketch the painting so she knew which painting we were talking about. And then we would give our interpretation of it. And it was a great class. It was fun. I mean, I enjoyed it. I love art. So, but I feel like maybe that was so long ago. I feel like I can't use the same words I used to use before to properly explain how I feel when I see something like this. But I don't know. Got an A. Maybe in a different life I would have been I don't know what you do with that degree. Be a museum exhibitor, I guess. I mean, that'd be kind of cool. Every time I go to a city, I always go in the museums. When I went to San Francisco, I mean, the museum was great. It had some artists in there that had like sculptures of like Batman and Superman, some like pop art stuff. Anyways, here we are talking about Batman. Not really about Batman, but kind of. Detective Comics 17. It's coverless, but it is a Detective Comics 17. This is the first appearance of Dr. Fu Manchu. Yes, Dr. Fu Manchu. $7.99. I think it's also missing its first wrap too. So I want to be clear on that. All right, let's see where we got here. Hulk number 3. Third appearance of the Hulk. $4.99. Let me know about any artists that you guys out there just really, really like. Some like, more no-name, unpopular ones. Like, I think Jim Lee is fantastic at drawing. Like, even though him and Todd McFarlane came out at the same time, someone pointed out one time, it's like, Todd McFarlane is a little more cartoonish. And that, after someone said that, I look at it now and I go, he is a little more cartoonish. Not always, though, but a lot of times. I mean, the good thing about Todd McFarlane is as soon as he draws anything, I can recognize it a mile away. So he definitely has his own style, which is amazing. Most artists, I feel, never achieve that, that height of having their own voice or their own style. Like, I, as an artist for music, struggle with that all the time. I feel like I don't have my own style and voice yet. But if you have it, great. My Life number 4, which is actually the first one, I thought it'd be 2.0, $2.79. Here is a rare one. Yeah, on the surface, this looks like Planet Comics number 2. But it is in fact not Planet Comics number 2, the one that you're thinking about. This is in fact the UK edition, which now you might be familiar with the UK edition if you see, like I say, Spider-Man #4 and First Sandman. It'll be same book, but it'll have a little 9D, which I don't know. I know they have pounds, but pence, I think is what it is. Pence. It's like 9 cents, I guess. I don't know. And that's kind of all that's different with them. But before, back in the day, they used to just do like reprints of books, and this is like huge square bound. This is really thick. It's like the size of a giant size X-Men #1, I guess is the best way, or an annual, one of the bigger books that Marvel would put out. And so they just do reprints of stuff. This is not an original cover. I don't know what cover this actually is to which Planet Comics, but it's not from Planet Comics #2. But nonetheless, these things are extremely rare, and I think there's only like 2 or 3 of them, including my copy. $3.49. So not very expensive though, but very rare. We got another coverless comic. This is Mystery Men #7. This is coverless. This is actually, funny enough, this is the first Blue Beetle cover, as you can tell. $5.99. Here we go. Good old book right here. Yes. Cerebus #1. The original edition, not the counterfeit. Dave Sims, who is the writer and artist of this, he signed it on the first page. And look, it's got a blue label, but if it was on the cover, it might get a green label. But again, he probably signed this way, way back in the day. Probably who knows when. Does it put a date on it? No date on it. This came out in 77. So there's lots of counterfeits like this. If you know what to look for, which is just a little bit of research online, you can pretty much spot them pretty fast. So, and the good thing is the counterfeit is the tail is on the cover, like how to tell what it. So if you see a picture of a raw copy on eBay or something like that, or on any site, then you can quickly tell that it's fake. So you don't have to buy it, get it in, look through it. Oh, it's fake. That would be a 6065. Got 55. Oh, bleh. 4,000. Spendy book. Got here a CBCS book. Yeah, I get a couple CBCS from time to time. X-Men 81, 96, 449. Spider-Man 129, first appearance Punisher. 1179 and 4.5. Oh, it's so far. Spider-Man 300, 615. And last one, used to be so hot, fly right off the shelves, worth millions and millions and billions of dollars. Now, not. First appearance of Moon Knight, $7.99 for 4.0. That was probably around $1,500 to $2,000 a year or so ago. And that is it. Remember to check out the giveaway, collectorscomics.com, and always use the link down below. If you ever buy anything on eBay, all you have to do is literally, I'm looking to buy this, or I'm looking to bid on such and such. Click the link. It brings you straight to eBay, and you just buy whatever you want. All right. Thank you.